The envelope was paper-thin, a ghost under the party lights, and when my aunt pressed it into my palm, the crowd's applause swallowed the whisper. Grandma's gift for your big day. Inside? A single 20. My smile stayed welded in place, but the real present was ticking closer. A bomb no one else could hear. I'd always been the shadow in our family portrait. At 16, I poured a month into a jacket for the winter showcase, thrift store denim, hand-stitched patches, every seam a prayer for notice. I carried it downstairs like a trophy. Dad was glued to his laptop, Mom flipping through takeout menus, my cousin Zoe live-streaming her new sneakers. I held the jacket high. Mom flicked a glance. Neat, she said, already scrolling. The sleeves sagged. I told myself it was fine. The pattern held. Zoe's glittery haul on holidays, my sensible boots. My report cards vanished from the fridge. Her participation ribbons stayed. When Grandpa needed rides to chemo, guess who missed prom? When Zoe flunked algebra, she stressed, they cooed. Money was the final lesson. Grandma Ruth mailed cards from Kansas City, her cursive smelling of rosewater. Mom intercepted every one, slit them open at the counter, and announced household help. Next day Zoe rocked fresh kicks. Ask and Dad's jaw locked. We decide, Lily. End of story. I quit asking. I stitched feelings into scrap swatches instead, dreaming runways I'd never walk. Graduation week glittered falsely. Parents hosted brunches, cranked pop playlists, floated like lottery winners. Mom debuted a sapphire ring one morning. Grandma's little boost. Dad flaunted manicures, stress relief. Zoe strutted in with a limited edition backpack and the latest phone. I asked where the cash flowed from. She smirked. Jealous much? The house morphed into a showroom. Packages piled up. Receipts peaked like tongues. Overheard at night. Mom on the phone giddy. Ruth's windfall covers everything. My pulse hammered. I started counting in the corners of my pattern book. $180 ring, $320 bag, $65 money. I opened a secret account, funneling tips from the Notions store. Each deposit felt like stealing myself back. Ruth texted, flying in Friday. Can't wait to see your collection, Lil. My stomach nodded. The $20 lie flashed neon. Prep week was theater. Mom bleached every surface. Dad rehearsed tales of scrimping. Zoe curated low-key luxe outfits. I clocked in, clocked out, eyes cataloging. The house felt like cardboard scenery. Ruth arrived smelling of airport coffee and certainty. She hugged me first. There's my couturier. Dinner stayed polite. Traffic, thread counts, my shift schedule. I served half-truths on china we dragged out for company. But each time Ruth asked about my line, the unpaid invoices in my head screamed. Dessert plates cleared. Ruth set her spoon down like a gavel. Lily, did the 15 grand I wired jumpstart your label? Air vanished. Mom's fork froze. Dad's water glass trembled. Zoe's screen dimmed. 15,000. Not $20. I met Ruth's eyes. I received 20, I said, voice steady as a seam ripper. Ruth's gaze slid to my parents, lethal calm. Where's the difference? Mom stammered. Shared expenses. Dad cut in. Bills piled up. Ruth's voice never rose. I earmarked every cent for Lily's future. Notes in every transfer. Silence strangled the room. Mom's necklace glinted like evidence. Zoe clutched her phone like a life raft. Mom cracked. We upgraded the house. Zoe needed things. We all did. Ruth inhaled once slow. Then the faucets off. No more checks, no visits, no favors. To me. From now on, my money routes straight to you. And you're moving to Kansas City. Studio internship. Loft above my shop. Yours. Parents deflated. Zoe shrank. I felt the house exhale a decade of dust. Packing was surgical. Drawer by drawer, I folded invisibility away. Bills snowballed on the counter, red ink blooming. Mom begged in whispers. Dad called it a mix-up. Zoe claimed ignorance. I zipped the suitcase. You spent my runway on your spotlight. Trust's bankrupt. The door shut with a click, not a slam. Ruth's loft smelled of dye and dawn. Sun striped the table where I sketched fearless lines. The studio thrummed, pressers hissing, shears singing. I stitched my name into every seam. Silence isn't surrender. It's the moment you finally thread the needle yourself. If this mirrors your story, remember, your future fits only the hands you refuse to let go.